Hello everyone, Social Coach Michael Knight here, and today we're going to be talking about how to not give a fuck, but the right way, so that it can work to your advantage rather than against you. There are three different types of people who embody I don't give a fuck attitudes. There are the posers who put on pretend I don't give a fuck attitudes as a defense mechanism in order to seem less vulnerable. These individuals worry that if they show genuine interest or desire in something, that they may be opening themselves up to pain from either rejection or failure, or that others may use it against them. At the other extreme, you have the truly nihilistic and apathetic people who are often either somewhat dead inside or filled with such self-hatred that they're drawn to self-destructive behaviors. And then there's the person who is so self-secure, so focused on a larger purpose and in touch with their own core values that the opinions of others don't faze them. This is the type of person that you want to become. Why is it that you care so much about what other people think of you, and even that of complete strangers? Why is it that you care about being judged for your interests, passions, desires, goals, dreams, etc.? I'll tell you why. It's because your sense of self-worth is being derived from external sources. You have no core mission or core purpose that is your own. You're doing everything for others and nothing for yourself. If you're making other people the complete focus of your life, then of course you're going to care about what these people's opinions of you are. Otherwise, everything in your life would be pointless. Since if what you do doesn't matter to them, in addition to already not mattering to you, then it wouldn't matter at all. You need their opinions to matter so that what you do matters. But by living your life in line with your own higher purpose and values, the opinions of others become secondary. The correct approach to not giving a fuck is neither to just fake not caring, nor is it to adapt some type of nihilistic attitude, but rather to recognize what is actually worth caring about. This requires being able to keep your eye on the bigger picture, embrace the journey, and not get bogged down in the minutiae of life, such as getting into arguments with strangers on social media. There is literally zero benefit to things like that, and it's just a waste of your time and effort. I personally never respond to negative comments. Now, if someone leaves a good critique or asks a question where I feel my response will benefit both them and the larger community, then I'll respond. However, there's no net benefit from just time spent arguing with trolls. The whole point of this YouTube channel is to help people develop their own sense of agency. That's the larger purpose and mission. Through the creation of stronger, smarter, and more effective individuals, one makes better families, who make up stronger communities, who make up stronger nations, which makes a better world. This is the correct bottom-up approach that should be applied. Create individuals who are capable of solving their own personal issues so that they then have the resources to contribute to solving larger problems. Instead, what is often sold to people is a top-down system that requires them to relinquish their personal sovereignty and agency in exchange for a centralized system which they then must entrust to administer a better future on their behalf. This approach often sounds good to some people since it requires nothing from them. They're like, "You mean I can just do nothing and you'll solve all my problems for me? That sounds great." However, their new overlords will never actually solve any of their problems. Modern society is structured in such a way that by default, most people forfeit agency or relegate their lives to others. Unfortunately, many people are going to be too plugged into the matrix, as it were, to be reachable. Given my limited time and resources, it's much more efficient and effective of me to focus on helping the people who want to be helped. This is specifically what I look for when selecting clients for one-on-one coaching, which, if you're interested in, you can apply for by following a link in the description below. A person arguing with me that social skills are just something that can't be learned is analogous to a person arguing with a gym trainer that lifting weights won't make them stronger. I always respond to such people the same way, like, "Yeah, cool bro, and how's that working out for you?" Probably not so well, otherwise we wouldn't be talking in the first place. But when they get serious and actually want results rather than just justification not to act, then they can feel free to hit me up. The point is, I don't care. I have a decade of experience getting results for both myself and my clients, and I know what works. And I have no interest in wasting time or resources on someone who doesn't actually want to be helped. It's the same attitude as when a confident and talented guy gets turned down for a date or a job interview. He knows what he has to offer, and he takes no offense at the other party not being interested. If the other person does not recognize his value, then it's probably not a good match. And if it's not a good match, then it's no real loss to him. If a person is not afraid of rejection, disapproval, or judgment from others, it shows others that they are confident and self-secure. A self-secure person doesn't need to convince others that they are right. They have complete faith in their own worldview. It's only those who are themselves uncertain and insecure who require that others must also believe what they believe. A self-secure person is willing to walk away when someone or something doesn't meet their standards. The opportunity might be a date with a very attractive person, or a business deal that might result in a really big payday, but if someone crosses a line, you must be willing to walk away. You must have strong values and boundaries. In addition to showing that you have standards, a willingness to walk away communicates a lot to a person. Being willing to walk away implies that you have other options and that you're not desperate. It implies that you're living in abundance and not scarcity. When people witness, or in this case, just assume due to your non-needy, do not care, willing to walk away attitude, that others approve of you, they also assume that you have been vetted and thus have social proof. Their assumptions may not even be true, but that's not the point. The point I'm trying to illustrate is how people infer such powerful, influential psychological factors and attraction switches, such as confidence, abundance, pre-selection, social proof, from only a I don't give a fuck, I don't care, I'm willing to walk away type of attitude. When interacting with a new person who doesn't know you, everything is based off their initial impressions and assumptions about you. This is what gives the fake it till you make it concept some truth. I already made a whole video regarding the incredible, powerful concept of social proof, which I recommend you check out by clicking the link above. Again, you should cultivate a I don't give a fuck attitude around having a higher purpose or mission, which makes everything else seem less significant. When it comes to improving your social skills, or self in general, the long-term larger mission is to improve your overall competency. As long as you're taking action and learning from every interaction, then you're being successful and moving towards your goal. When you're focused on the larger mission, individual setbacks and rejections become less of a big deal. In addition to focusing on one's higher purpose, having an abundance mentality instead of a scarcity mindset is the factor that most contributes to a person's ability not to give a fuck. Once you're living in abundance, not giving a fuck becomes somewhat secondary in nature. But I understand how this sounds similar to me telling a poor person, just get $100 million, and then you don't have to worry about making money. How is it possible to feel like you have abundance when you currently have nothing? The hack is to borrow from your future abundance. You can gain motivation by simply being on your own unique, rewarding journey of self-improvement. And know that it will eventually result in you ending up in an abundant place. Embody the feeling that you would have as if you held a winning lottery ticket and were walking down the street to go cash it in. You know that you have something of intrinsic worth, but it will require of you taking the steps necessary to realize it. Please remember to like and subscribe, since that would be a huge help to me, and consider becoming a Patreon subscriber, not only to help support the growth of this channel, but also to get access to my Enhanced EQ online video course. For those of you looking to improve your social skills specifically when it comes to attraction and dating, then I recommend you check out my book. Links to all these things can be found in the description below. Thanks for watching. Until next time, ciao.